day turns into night, it's you. Under my eyelid, one big fight, it's you. Well, everything can go to pieces, I don't care, as long as you're there. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. I'm a clenched fist in the rain for you. A mental patient, half insane. It's you. Now everything can go to pieces, I don't care. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Save some light, build some strength. We're gonna go past forever. Tell me that you're ready, tell me that you're ready. We're gonna go past forever. Keep us going steady. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, keep us going steady. It's game on. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on.
Welcome back, everyone, to Twisted Gaming TV. Glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about Killer Instinct Arcade1Up. We got the chat on the side, so if anybody has any questions, I will answer them the best of my knowledge. So I've had the cab for about a week now, and when I got the cab, I did the review for a few days or so, and then I put it up on the channel. A lot of people liked it. I'm glad y'all did. And then I went out of town, so I didn't get much time to play on it. Been busy this week, so I didn't really get much time to play on it. But I did play on it today. Had a friend over. I need a second opinion on it, what he thought, because he played Killer Instinct back in the day also. So, yeah, we played for a little bit and all that. Like I said in the review, I think the controls on this cabinet are a big deal. I think you need to upgrade them. Now, most people, it might not bother you just because, I don't know, if you're not playing in the arcade, on the arcade machine for very long, then and you buy this, it might be okay. But to me, though, I've been playing the Killer Instinct arcade for like 20 years, you know. So for me to go from HAP controls to whatever controls are in this, the Arcade1Up uses, it hurts me a little bit. Now, like I said, other people, you might be fine, right? you might be fine getting right on this and then, figuring out. But me though, it's really hard for me to pull certain things off. I've been practicing a little bit. It's getting a little better, but like I said, it's kind of a learning curve when you have the real arcade machine, in your game room and you play on that all the time, and then you go from that to this. So we're gonna watch a little clip of a little gameplay that me and my friend did a little bit. We traded off and stuff, and you can see in the clip that we pulled some stuff off, but we were having a little issues. And let me know if the stream gets a little buggy or whatever. Bear with me, because my internet's been crappy lately, and I got like extreme speed internet, and I don't know. It's been having issues lately, so who knows. Okay, so let me see here. We're gonna play this right here. Hold on 1 second. I think that's the clip, yeah. All right, watch this.
Ultimate combo.
Pulled that off. Gameplay for you. Now, right here is when you'll see some trouble we're having with some of the controls. Well, we pulled that off.
We are controlling transit.
My friend was messing up so bad, the computer did an ultra. So yeah, you can see on some of the video clips that we were having some troubles doing some combinations and stuff. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't always register like the arcade, but I don't know. That's just what I think. I don't know. But I will say though, the emulation of the game is beautiful. I will say that. Emulation is pretty dang amazing on it. It plays just like the arcade, except, the controls are a little hard for me. And like I said, they may not be for you because you're not playing on the Killer Instinct arcade machine all the time like I am. But like I said, if you got questions, we got answers, or I'll try to. Arcade Junkie. Chris, how you mount the speakers? Okay, so what I did was that I'm not using the Arcade1Up speakers. I bought some USB speakers on Amazon, okay, for 16, 17 bucks, right? Well, what you do is you plug the USB into like an external brick or whatever, and then plug it into the wall. That's what I did, okay? And then the I think it's a 3.5 millimeter jack. You plug that into the back of the monitor on the Killer Instinct arcade machine. Now, the crazy thing is I didn't think at the time that, cause somebody asked me this, that you can no longer adjust the volume on the control panel after you hook up external speakers. You can. I just figured that out today. I thought I'd have to open the cab from the back and adjust the external speakers there. But no, the button still works on the front even when you have external speakers in. So they were $16 speakers, okay? And they're 11 watts, but they probably got better ones if you want to put better ones in. I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, the Arcade1Up speakers, they're crap all the way up on the volume, okay? Now, like if you say, if you have lower volume or up to mid volume, it sounds great. But when you crank it all the way up, then it's muffled out and it sounds pretty bad. So I would get external speakers. It sounds a hell of a lot better. You know, $16, big deal. And I talked to, oh gosh, mine went blank. Bobby Vu. I contacted him yesterday. So he's going to put HAP controls and joysticks in the Arcade1Up for me. So, and then another guy hit me up about the washed out marquee. I forgot what his name was or his company, but he's gonna send me a marquee to replace this one, and then I'll make a video of that and show you the difference. So I think he usually charges like $75 or something, but he's gonna give it to me on the house because he wants to see what it looks like compared or whatever. How does the play compared to the Xbox port? I would imagine it is the same. Yeah, it pretty much plays the same. Like I said, it's just the controls. Now, like if I was playing the Killer Instinct on the Xbox, you know, it's a controller, so controllers, you know, a little different. I'm more used to that, unless if I'm playing the real KI on the arcade machine. So yeah, it pretty much plays the same. Update the controls. Nice stick was 6.9 pounds. Money and test your retail copy have a square gate or 4.9. I haven't opened it up to see what kind of gates. I think Rev opened it up and said what it was. I don't remember what he said though, because I watched his stream. I'm not sure about that though. But now another cheap fix, you know, you could probably open this up and put springs, better springs in it. That might work on the joystick, because see, on the original arcade, if you flick the joystick, they bounce around, you know, like a spring. You know, it just bounces on the original. And then the Arcade1Up, you know, you flick it, it just goes right back in the spot. So there's a big difference on the controls than the original arcade. I mean, big difference compared to HAP. I mean, I can feel it when I touch them. But, you know, if you're going to spend $700, right, on this machine, you know, I mean, seriously, what's another $50 for controls? You know what I mean? I mean, you know, just act like it's an $800 cabinet, right? Buy the cabinet for $700 and then add another $100 into it. You know, whatever. The stock speakers must really suck. They don't suck if you have it from lower to mid volume, okay? But you go past the mid volume, it's muffled out. So $16 external speakers does the job. So whatever, you know. Akuma Rift. I personally don't play with sound on any fighting games though. That's pretty funny. Did you see the toppers that are out there with all the moves? Oh yeah, Rob Wake. Yeah, I've seen that. There's a guy that always created those to put on the top of your machine. It has all the moves and stuff. Yeah, I've seen those. The same guy's done Street Fighter. They done Mortal Kombat, I believe. You know, if there's money to be made, you know somebody's gonna make it for these machines so they can get you money. I mean, thought about taking the old speakers out and replace them with your new speakers mount with some L brackets. Yeah, you could probably do that, Arcade Junkie. Art Davison says, I want one of those toppers. Yeah, those toppers are cool. You know, so you don't have to print off a list or buy a book that has all the moves in it, you know, because this game gets kind of wild on the combos and stuff. Some of the combos I knew back in the day, I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long because I only got a few characters I play with anyways. But like I said earlier, what's up, VC? What I said earlier, though, is the emulation is really nice. There's no slow up. There's, you know, nothing. Plays just like the real arcade machine, you know, except, you know, the controls. The good thing about the machine, though, that I think a big selling point, though, for all these new Arcade1Up machines is the damn Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Because how long can you play this machine and not get bored, you know, keep playing the computer, right? You get bored over time, you know? So when you have Wi-Fi, you're actually playing with other humans, and it's like never-ending matches. Just like Rev, you know, he has put your quarters on the glass tournaments and stuff, which I've watched. I think it was last Friday I watched it. That was pretty exciting. So that was pretty funny. I like that a lot. Once you're in that much, might as well make sure you get it with the right controls. Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. If you're going to fork out $700, you know, what's another $100? You know what I mean? Really, what's another $100 after you're, you know, you either don't buy the machine, right? Or you buy the machine and throw another $100 in it, get the right controls and, you know, the marquee fixed if you want all that. I looked on eBay and they're already selling the control panel replacement, you know, with the original artwork with Rare and Nintendo and Midway on it, the side pieces. So I always think that's pretty funny. Hopefully I can get a control panel for a 2x4. Yeah. I guess you'll have to step in line because everybody's going to be contacting them. Bobby Voo. What up, Cyclone? I wonder what sub would sound like hooked up to this. Well, Rob Wake, the USB speakers I have, it does have a subwoofer. It has two 11 watt speakers in the back and a subwoofer too. I just double side taped them inside the cab or whatever, and it sounds really good. There's no, other than the speakers, there's no sound difference from the Arcade1Up to the original. The sound's there. I haven't found anything really wrong with anything, you know. At least it just doesn't, weigh 350 pounds, like the original. I'd have to get better speakers because it's KI. Yeah, you'll need that if you really want the room to rumble, you know what I mean? Have you played KI on the Xbox? What's the difference? Well, the difference is that when you play KI on the X, said, you know, was coming out with KI, I told them they really need to have an intro on this thing because that's what it was in the arcade, you know what I mean? They really need to make some kind of intro, and they did. You know, instead of the Nintendo popping up, you know, it's the Arcade1Up and stuff, but it just gets in your feels, you know, and then Killer Instinct 2, you know, they made the intro to that too, where it would fit, you know, with the Arcade1Up logo and everything. I mean, they really did good on the intro. I wish they would have hired somebody, though, to, you know, say, like, you know, coming to your home in 2021, only from Arcade1Up or some crap, but, you know, that'd probably been another $5,000 to do that. But I have played Killer Instinct 2 on Hyperspin with the PC, Raspberry Pi, and they do not play like this does. They do not. They glitch, they slow down during combos, the slow up's really bad, but on this you don't see any of that, and I'm really shocked on that. You know, they really did a good job on the emulation to this. It's pretty mind-blowing, you know, to say the least. I don't know. Let's see. Go see what anybody else has questions. Wreck-It Ralph. I owned Killer Instinct on the console back in the day and didn't care for it too much. I'd rather play Battletoads. Well, it's on here. I never even played Battletoads before in my whole life until I tried it out last night and played the Battletoads arcade, which was, you know, pretty cool. At least I didn't lose any quarters or anything. Low with me. Used to compete in arcade tournaments before N64 and Sony killed arcades in the 90s. Good times. Yeah, I miss the old arcades. I do have an arcade, though, that's, you know, pretty famous, about 10 minutes down the road from me. It's called Cidercade. They have about 150 original retro arcade machines, pinball machines and everything. It's pretty awesome. They got some old ones too, even from the 80s and 70s. Pretty wild. If you didn't own the real arcade game already, would you buy this and upgrade the sound system and controls? Comes from 8-Bit Vinyl. No, just like in my review, since I do own the real Killer Instinct arcade game 1 and 2, I wouldn't buy this just because I own the original. Now, if I didn't have the original, yes, I would buy this, of course, because, you know, it would be the closest I could get, you know, to having the full-blown arcade machine, you know. What's good about this one, though, is, you know, it's lightweight, and it's easy to move, and, you know, you can put it in your bedroom if you want, you know. So it's a big difference. Low with me. What state? I'm in Texas. Dallas, Texas. Let's see. Twisted. I was wondering, what is the difference between classic 1.4 versus, I believe it's 1.5. Yeah, D. I don't remember. I used to remember, but somebody told me on the channel that the 1.4 version has the Cinder Infinity combo, you know, where you can do the Infinity Ultra combo with Cinder. That's one of the things that somebody told me it was in 1.4, and then it's not in 1.5. But other than that, I don't remember. You know, I haven't really researched it lately, so. Tornado Terry sells a great KI HAP control kit. Yes, they do. Already know about that, Arcade Junkie. That's what went in my my real Killer Instinct arcade machine. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Tornado Terry. You know where I bought my original Killer Instinct arcade machine? I bought it from Tornado Terry. Sure did. 3 years ago, he posted it online that was for sale because he had two KI arcade machines, and I actually bought it from him for $2,000. So, yeah, he would not budge on that price either, and I was like, okay. So, bought it anyways because, you know, that's one of my favorite games. Thank you for the stream, guy. I find more and more peeps love this game. No problem. For those asking on the Xbox versions, yes, they are great. Just get a good Xbox arcade stick. You can get both 1 and 2. It's made by Code Mystics as well. You know, and I really think that's the only reason that this game worked was because the masters of Code Mystics. They did a hell of a job on this. I haven't played the online part yet, which I'm supposed to be doing, but last night I was trying to connect it to my Wi-Fi, and it wouldn't connect to my Wi-Fi for some reason, so I got to figure that out. But the machine, the Arcade1Up machine, when I was trying to connect it to my Wi-Fi, because, you know, Wi-Fi's come up and, you know, you select which is yours or whatever, and then it would do it, and then it would time out. The machine would time out. So I'm like, huh. So I tried it about 10 times, no success. So, yeah, it's not online yet. So what I did order is, I'm going to see if I can cheat a little bit. I ordered a USB to Ethernet cable. So I'm going to try to do it that way if I can't get the Wi-Fi working. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to try it the other way, see if that works. But yeah, haven't been online yet, so, you know, technical difficulties. Can't wait for the online scope of view. Yeah. And we'll do online videos once I can get the machine online. Like I said, I haven't been able to be online yet because it times out before it gets connected, so I don't know what's going on with that. I'll figure it out though over this weekend. Have you opened up the back and checked what model PCB it's using? No, I haven't, but Rev did, if he's still here. Akuma Rev, I don't know if you're still here. But he opened up the control panel and he saw what PCB it was. I don't know. Can I get a quick review on how you installed the speakers? Well, you open the back, okay, and there's basically a headphone jack wire that powers the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up speakers, and you plug it in the back of the monitor. Well, you don't do that. You get the external speakers. You plug that wire up into the back of the monitor like you would the Arcade1Up speakers. And then the external speakers, they have a USB cord. And then I plugged it into a brick and plugged it into the wall. That's how I did it. But I mean, I can do a video on that later too. It's very easy to hook external speakers to this. Very easy. That's correct. 1.5 fixes the combo bug. So the good thing is you can do Infinity, you know, Cinder Ultra on the 1.4. Maybe the Wi-Fi isn't enabled from Code Mystics. I don't know, because John D has been wanting me to get online, and I haven't hit him up yet. No, there is no Ethernet port on this PCB. No, it's Wi-Fi only. Kuma Rev, the online isn't you. There is a special program to be online at this time, bud. Well, yeah, I am the beta program for online Rev, you goofball. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be testing the online stuff too. S. John D. Key. But haven't been able to connect it yet. Maybe I'll contact John D and ask him what maybe the issue might be. The PCB is a H6. Yes. The H6 Rev, was that in another cab? Oh, okay. Same as Big Buck Hunter. That's crazy. Yeah, WA2 Wi-Fi security, then it may not work. I didn't check into that. I'll figure it out. Rev said, laugh out loud, my bad. I know of 2 others that are playing online right now. So do I. One of them's Max. And I don't know who the other one is, but yeah, I was supposed to be the online deal, but you know, when I get it fixed, I will be, I guess. I mean, I don't care. My main role was to compare it to the original arcade and to see if the emulation was right, and it is. It's great. Another thing I posted earlier, one of the people, like the video footage of Orchid, her weapons and the words after you do like an ultra or whatever, the cinematic crap or whatever. They said that the original arcade it was glowing, and Arcade1Up it wasn't. Well, yeah, side by side it was like, oh crap, you know, they forgot to put that in there, right? No, that's just the camera filming a CRT, so it made her sticks or whatever glow, so it looks the same in person on the original also, so you know, so no problems there. Now another thing is the Killer Instinct arcade machine. It's supposed to come out mid-January. You know, that's what it shows on all the retailers. But John D said some may come early. So if you pre-ordered the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up, you may get yours early, you know? Yeah, I mean, you might be lucky and get it this month maybe, you know, who knows? But it's not, you know, it's not supposed to come out till mid-January, but you know, you may get it early. You may. That's what he said. Yeah, RB. Yeah, you can probably do USB to Ethernet. That's probably what I'm going to do. I ordered it, so when it comes in, I'll check that out. Yeah, Lewis, that's right. It's Wi-Fi, so you can. Y'all need to subscribe to put your quarters on the glass YouTube channel. Rev does tournaments on there. It's pretty cool. How long will you keep and play this online, Chris? Well, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it because, you know, John D sent it to me as a gift. You know what I mean? Yes, I did get it for free. Even though some people were mad about that, which whatever. But, yeah, I am going to keep it. What I am probably going to do, though, is I'll probably move it to my bedroom downstairs. So if I'm lazy and I don't want to play the real arcade machine, I'll just stay in my bedroom and play this one. So, but I got another surprise. I knew John D would do this to me. Yeah. So, you know, he sent me this one for free, and you know, and be part of the testing before this goes out to retail. And I was thinking, man, this Wi-Fi thing is probably the greatest thing they ever came up with. So even though he gave me one for free, you know, he got me in other ways. Because damn it, I wasn't going to do it, but I talked to a couple people and got their opinions on things, and I ordered another Arcade1Up cabinet that has Wi-Fi. Damn it, man. So it should be here next Friday, I think. You just have to wait and see what it is, but yeah, I ordered a... So they sucked me back in because of the Wi-Fi crap. So, damn it. I got played by John D. Rev says, I like the emulation so far. It's clean as hell. Yes, it really is. It's really good. You know, and to be honest, man, you started throwing up shit, huh? Ah, stupid. Damn it. All right, fine. You know, screw all y'all, you know? Yeah, I bought the big blue. God darn it, man. Well, I mean, when it came out, it was what? $5.99? And they're doing like a holiday special, you know, for $4.99. I was like, oh. And I like Street Fighter, right? I like Street Fighter a lot. I like the games that are on the Big Blue, especially Saturday Night Slam Masters. That was a deal for me. I loved that wrestling game back in the day. I was like, damn it. That's what got me. I like Street Fighter, but when I saw that Saturday Night Slam Masters was on it, I was like, shit. And then got Darkstalkers. I mean, what the fuck, you know? Whatever. But the really reason why I got the Big Blue is because I want to go on Rev's stream. I want to battle Zohar. That's the problem. I want to get Zohar. Everybody wants a piece of Zohar, and I want him. So yeah, I bought the Big Blue. It'll be here next Friday, so hopefully by the weekend I'll have it all set up and all that crap. So, but anyways, I also, for the people that just got on, I am updating the controls on the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up cabinet. Bobby Vu is putting HAP controls in it. So I'm going to send him the control panel sometime, and he's going to put HAP controls all over it. So then we'll be where I'm at, you know. So it'll be closer to what I'm usually playing on. I'm going to be honest, I've never played it. Says Andrew. You never played Killer Instinct? Holy shit. Wow. It's not for everyone. But I'll tell you a story what introduced me to Killer Instinct. I was in the arcade when I was 14 at the shopping mall, at a big mall, and we had 2 arcades, right? Well, I was in there and I was probably playing Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, I don't know which one. And anyways, I was playing there, and they rolled in this arcade machine right when I was playing Mortal Kombat, right? And I saw it and it said Nintendo on the side. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know? What is that? That's crazy. Anyways, still played Mortal Kombat, and they hooked the damn thing up, and I heard the intro, you know, and it started up. And, you know, it had the announcer and stuff, you know, Ultra 64 and all that BS. And I was like, holy shit, what is this? So I even left the game playing on Mortal Kombat and walked over to it and was like, holy crap, what is this? Because the graphics are like, you know, never seen those before, you know, because Killer Instinct introduced some crazy graphics, you know, I wasn't ready for, and fell in love with it ever since. Did John D secretly tell you that a Scanline Wi-Fi update is coming to Big Blue? If so, I ordered one tonight. If so, I'll order one tonight. No, I haven't asked him, to be honest with you. He don't even know, unless if he's watching the stream, that I'm even buying a Big Blue. But yeah, I don't know. Now I will say though that when you play Killer Instinct on the Arcade1Up, like I said in the review, you need to put it on the Scanlines if you want to play it like you did back in the day. Because I will say, if you don't have Scanlines on the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up, they are pixelated. And Killer Instinct ain't supposed to be pixelated, right? So, I mean, the screen looks good, but it looks way better with Scanlines on. And when you get yours, if you get one, you will know a big difference. Now, on YouTube video, you won't know the difference. Having it on no Scanlines on YouTube look better than having Scanlines. In person, Scanlines on. The Killer Instinct Arcade1Up, way better. Looks just like the damn CRT monitor. Just like it. Only smaller. Rev, man, thank you for the $5 donation. I need you to come on the stream, bro. Time to talk shit and have fun, my man. Why do you think I bought Big Blue? To do that. See how good y'all play. Will Max even do a review of his KI cab? I don't know. That's a good question. Danny Ming, I guess. I don't know if Maximilian will do a review on his cab. Maybe. I don't know, to be honest with you. I know I had dibs on the first review. That was the whole point of me, to have the first review and my thoughts, since I had the original arcade. But I don't know if Max will. He might just be helping with the online stuff and, see how it runs and testing it out himself like I do. And then, because we're all in a group of beta testing. We're in a group. We can talk. I can talk to the developers. I can talk to code mystics if I need to. We're all in one bubble communicating. So that's what he's probably trying to do. One of the best cabinet titles list. Yeah, I agree. It's great. What's up, Bozo? He was the other one that got one, right? Yes, Danny. Maximilian Dude on YouTube. Yeah, he got a cab, KI cab. Big Killer Instinct guy. I have to wait to get Big Blue because I pre-ordered KI. Bro, my wife just shouted out loud, yeah, we cannot wait to have you on, bro. That's funny. That's pretty awesome. I got that Big Blue. I'm ready to play against as well, Twisted, says Bozo. Yeah, the people I've talked to that have the Big Blue, they said they really like it a lot. Even Bobby Vu said, because I asked him, he's the one that the reason why I bought the Big Blue today, because I talked to him after we were talking about putting the haps in the KI Arcade1Up panel, and he said it's really good. He really likes the Big Blue. So I was like, damn it, gosh. So I bought it. Killer Arcade and Chris needs to match in KI. Make it happen, Rev. Yeah, we can make it happen. Yeah, just let me get my hap controls first, key. Because with these controls, I'm having problems playing with the computer, to be honest with you, since I'm so used to the original, But we'll come back to the comments in a minute. We got more people in here, so we'll play the clip we played a while ago that I wanted to show you of some of the footage. What the hell is this shit? Hold on a minute. Whoops. Let me. All right, I'm gonna say bye for a minute, okay? And let y'all watch this clip of some of the gameplay of me and my friend played earlier. Let's see, we gotta go. That. Okay, here we go. All right.
Ultimate combo.
Now these are scan lines on here.
We are controlling transit.
Ready.
This is when the computer does the ultra on our ass.
Supreme victory.
Yeah. So there's some gameplay. It's a little iffy though, like I said, just because of the controls issues. I feel like sometimes when I'm doing the combinations, you know, sometimes because the joystick is real, you know, real loose compared to the original arcade hap. Sometimes I can't connect the combos and the combinations and stuff. And then sometimes, like I said in the review, that there's a 1.5 inch difference from the separation from the Arcade1Up to the original arcade. The joysticks are closer to the buttons, and sometimes the hand on the buttons and the joystick are, you know, clashing with each other, and it messes up all my, you know, combinations and everything. Sometimes I can't pull it off, you know. But like I said, it's not a deal breaker for people that are not always playing on an actual original arcade machine. I will say that. It's just me, because I'm used to everything hap. All my machines are hap in this freaking dump. My Blitz NFL hap, KI2 hap, Ultimate Mortal Kombat arcade machine hap, Mortal Kombat 4 arcade machine hap. Even my damn Rec Room Masters machine is hap controls. Everything's hap. So when you're used to those controls and you come to this one, you know, it's hard. Now, a lot of y'all might not have any problems. I do. So that's why I'm changing those to hap. So we'll be okay then. Let's see. I just seen KI in a laundromat. Guess what? My face. KI and Donkey Kong. That's awesome. Do the codes work to play as the bosses like the Xbox version? I haven't checked that out, Hollywood, but I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. You know, because this is the arcade version, so they wouldn't have took any of that crap out. So I'm sure all codes and everything work in this one just like the original arcade. Since you love arcades, free play is a great place in Dallas area. Sounds like I need to get into KI. Yes, Andrew. I know about free play, but I've never been there. I've only been to Side Arcade because I know the owner. And I actually bought my Guitar Hero arcade machine and my NBA Jam Tournament Edition arcade machine from Side Arcade, the owners of Side Arcade. Because here's my NBA Jam. There you go. NBA Jam. And then we got Golden Tee. We got the Killer Instinct 1-Up. We got KI1, KI2, Blitz, and all my other crap. So, but you know, like I said, one great thing though I've said in the past, even though people know I've talked a lot of shit, you know, that's just who I am, right? One good thing about Arcade1Up is if you like certain games, right, and you don't got the space, you don't have the money or whatever, or you don't want to deal with a 400-pound, you know, elephant, you know, they're great machines to have because you can play the games you want to play without spending, you know, $2,000, $3,000 and worry about moving it. Because what if you get tired of Arcade1Up, Killer Instinct, or NBA Jam? I see y'all selling them all the time, right? Easy to get rid of. I could get rid of this KI machine simple because it's lightweight and it's easy. These other machines, though, is a hell of a different story. I had, since my game room is on a second floor and my garage is below. Garage is below. This game room I'm sitting in is above it, and then my house is on the right. You know, I had to hire a moving company to bring up all these arcade machines up a flight of stairs to the game room. And it took 4 people. They hand carried them. No dollies, nothing. They hand carried each machine up here. Okay? And yikes. I'd rather pay somebody to do it than kill myself, you know? So that's one good thing about Arcade1Up. You know, lightweight, you know, and you don't have problems like you do with original arcade machines. I know because I've had to replace stuff on my original arcade machines just for them to work again. So it's a good deal though, you know. I don't know. But I will say, like I said in the past, because, you know, people say, you know, I've talked a lot of shit. Yeah, I have. Everybody knows when I talk shit about the NBA Jam, you know. I hate the Christmas lights, okay, on these cabinets. If the original arcades didn't have LEDs, these don't, okay? The good thing is you can turn them off and not care anymore. My mom came over, and she saw the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up, and I told her, yeah, this thing even lights up too. I pushed the button. She's like, oh, that's cute. So she liked the Christmas lights. I don't. Other people do. You know, whatever. Let's get back to the comments. I'm a little behind. Yes, I agree. Scanlines on KI if you are playing it on LCD, but only if good Scanlines. They're good Scanlines, RB. Yes, they're really good Scanlines on this machine. When you have the Scanlines on the KI Arcade1Up, it looks great. It really does. When you take them off, the graphics become pixelated. And the graphics ain't pixelated on the original arcade. So they don't need to be on this. So you put the Scanlines on. Like I said in the review, Scanlines, put them on. But, you know, most people might not like that. I know you prefer the computer speakers in general, but I mean, how the stock cabs sound compared to other Arcade1Ups? I haven't bought any Arcade1Ups in a long time. My last one was probably Marvel Superheroes a few years ago. So I can't really. I still have my Rampage Arcade1Up, and I still have my Golden Tee Arcade1Up. They're in the garage, but I may bring them back up here. But I don't know. I can't really answer that. But it's worth the money, $16 to upgrade the speakers. You know, easy to do. Can I buy any hap kit to swap out controls? I'm not really good at technical stuff. That's why I'm having Bobby Vu to do my hap controls and switch them out for me, because I don't get into all that. I know Collins to Russ and all those other nuts. They know how to do all that shit. I do not. I just play the games. I don't be working on this crap. But Sandwall, you know, I mean, you know, they'll be an upgrade from these. You know what I mean? But hap would be better. But I think with hap though, you might have to do some drilling or stuff, you know, or shaving some stuff. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna just pay somebody to do it. We're getting off subject. Billy, have you seen the trailer of Sonic the Hedgehog 2? It looks awesome and good as the first movie. Nope, have not. Bozo says, even I love the Big Blue and worth $100 cheaper. Yep, I got mine for $4.99. Be here next Friday, so I'm ready. Why do you think Arcade1Up didn't do the tilted control deck for KI? Seemed odd that they listened to fan feedback to get it to look more like Midway cab, but left out the one significant. I don't know. I never really asked John D why. I know the screen is tilted a little bit back, but he also said he wished the monitor was tilted a little bit back more on the KI. But I never asked him why the control deck wasn't slanted. I don't know. I guess I'll ask him the next time I talk to him. I'll hit him up here in a little bit. But yeah, I was curious about that. I don't know. I remember Orchid showing her boobs and Spinal's eyes bugging out. I was already blown away, but damn, that was a great game. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's one of my favorite fatalities on here is Orchid's flash, you know. It's funny because it's crazy that they did that in a game that Nintendo owned, you know, because this game is just not a Nintendo game, you know what I mean? It's crazy that they came out with a game that had blood and a damn character showing their, I mean, boy, they gave Rare, oh man, wow, they let them do it. It's crazy. I'm glad though. I love the Glacius combo that juggles him high in the air and it scales back on the camera. Yep, that does it on here too. Everything on this Arcade1Up exactly like the original. It's smooth, man. It's smooth. Really smooth. How hard is it to swap out the controls? It depends what controls you're talking about. Hap controls, probably a lot harder because, you know, it's just a bigger thing, you know. Sandwall, I don't know. They might pop right in. You'd probably have to ask somebody like Kongs or Russ or Bobby Vu. They would know. So check out their channels. So yes, you might have to fabricate the controls somehow. I don't know. We all grew up on Hap here in the U.S. Didn't use Sandwall until Street Fighter 4. Yeah, I mean, everything had halves, so I mean, that's just what I'm used to. Big Blue worth every cent worth investing into. You know, like I said earlier, these machines that Arcade1Up, okay, I couldn't see Arcade1Up selling a Arcade1Up for $700 without Wi-Fi now. The Wi-Fi pretty much seals the deal because it makes the game last longer. Because, you know, say if, you know, you want to fight Zohar, because now he's in the chat. Okay? You find Zohar on there, and you'll fight. I mean, that's cool, you know what I mean? The first cabinets like the Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat and everything, it didn't have Wi-Fi. So you're just playing with a friend that never comes over your house, or you're playing with a computer, and that gets old after a while. You know, I haven't played my original Mortal Kombat 4 arcade machine in about a year. My Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 original arcade machine, I haven't played that probably in 8 months, maybe. You know, and my original KIs, I haven't played them really much since the beginning of the year, you know. Just because when my daughter passed away, okay, I shut down and I haven't played really much shit since, you know. That took a lot out of me. So now I'm just starting to, you know, get back into playing different games and stuff. So, yeah. So, but a week ago I played Ultimate, and, you know, I was doing okay on that, but not as good as I was doing, you know, a year ago. Are you also going to do a video on how you swap out controls? No, because I'm having somebody do it. Now, after they do it, I'll make a video of the difference and, you know, show, I guess, what they did underneath and stuff. I can do that. But I'm having Bobby Vu switch out the controls for me because I don't get into all that technical crap. Midway cabs are beasts. Yep. Go kick original Midway cabinet and you'll be in the hospital. Guarantee. What's up, Kongs Russ? Sorry, I know you sent that chat a while ago, but, you know, this thing's slow and there's so many damn comments. I wish they made a Tekken Arcade1Up. Hell, it's possible. It's been a year and a half or something, I guess, ago, when I told John D that they weren't going to do no Killer Instinct Arcade1Up. And surprise! Boy, he proved me wrong, didn't he? Damn him. You need to live stream more often, Chris. I usually live stream a lot, but usually it's on the PlayStation 5. You know. But I do streams, but sometimes I take a break. Gamer Guts, what's up? What's your thoughts on the At Games Legend cabinets? I don't know. I've never really thought about the At Games Legends. I don't know why. I don't know why I've ever thought about that cab. I guess it's because I just don't like the look of it, you know, personally. I don't know. Just like the, what is it called? iArcade, whatever the hell that is. Even though it was, you know, $300 on Black Friday, it was tempting because, man, that's $300, right? But then I was like, I just don't like the look at that damn cabinet. It looks like a bar top cabinet, tabletop cabinet, and it's on this weird looking stand or whatever, you know. I don't know, it just looks weird. I have a couple of friends that bought one, and they said the speakers and everything are awesome, and they're starting to test it out, but I just don't like the look of it, you know. Oh, and the Killer Instinct stool, you know, the stool's pretty neat. Now, I will say I'm curious to see how long that stool's going to last, though, because it's like a it's like a plastic type covering, you know what I mean? Let me show it to you real quick. But yeah, but you see, it's like a, whoops, like a, I don't know, you know. I guess we'll see how long that lasts for. Just as long as, you know, somebody don't weigh 300 or 400 pounds sit on it, and you know, I don't know. We'll see though. But it's pretty comfortable. The stool that comes with it. Now I know a lot of people don't want the stools and, you know, all this other stuff they give you, but you know, whatever. Mortal Kombat was the king, and they had to step it up with that. Now, Mortal Kombat isn't live yet, is it? They don't have a Mortal Kombat live yet. See, that's what I'm thinking they're gonna do when they bring out the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary, I believe. Once they bring that out, I guarantee that's probably gonna have Wi-Fi in it. I would like to see what that'll look like, but you know, CES is coming up, so I'm sure Arcade1Up has some stuff up their sleeve. There was something that John D told me a while back that they were gonna do, but I can't really say anything. I think it was a new head-to-head machine that they were gonna bring out. You know, the cocktail table type thing, but you know, can't really say what games it was gonna be. But yeah, I heard they were gonna do that, another one of those. So what's up, console fanboy? If you didn't like KI so much, I would have so many troll videos about it, but I respect you, and I'll never do it. Laugh out. You know what? You still here? You still here, Zohar? Let me know if you're still here, Zohar. If you are, I want to ask you something. Well, or tell you something. I prefer the KI or KI2? KI all the way. KI2, I was pretty good at it, you know, but not as good as KI1. You know, KI2, it was just, the game was built a little different. The graphics, of course, was a little different, but I guess it's just, I like the original KI over KI2. It's just the memories of the damn game. You know what I mean? I think it's just the memories. And I love the backdrops more in KI1. You know, they have a couple of the buildings, you know, you can fall off of and stuff. I don't know. KI1 just does it for me more than KI2. You know, and when John D wanted to do a battle with me on Killer Instinct, he wanted to do it on KI2, and I'm like, gosh, if we were gonna battle on Killer Instinct 2, I'm gonna have to practice a little bit on that, because I'm not as good on KI2 as I am on KI1, which, you know, I'm not really, you know, good at all on KI1 on the Arcade1Up right now, because I gotta get those controls changed. I think other way around, hat buttons are drop in. Sam, well, I have to enlarge the holes. Yeah, I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I don't do all that stuff. I'd rather somebody else get nervous and do the controls for me, so I can blame them if they mess it up and not blame myself. But yeah, everybody's always talking about the stools, though. They don't want the stools. Let's see. But anyways, if you're still here, Zohar, you wanted to make a KI troll video, you should do it. I'm giving you the permissions to do it. Now, not many people like how you are on your channel, but I do. I think it's great. I think Zohar Console Fanboy's YouTube channel is funny as hell. You know? And I'll confess that I look forward to a new video all the time, because you never know what Console Fanboy's gonna do next. You know, it's just, yeah, it's hilarious. It's funny. What happens if you hold both controls down and hit player 1 and 2 the combo breaker on Arcade1Up? Not sure, Joe. I'll have to try that out. What's up, Silvers? Yeah, I haven't seen you on here in a long time. Porter, sorry to hear about your daughter. I appreciate that. Midge Sledge, seriously have the best game room I've ever seen. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I remember that. On F It Fridays, Bozo. Yeah. Yeah, there's a video that I did a long time ago, and it was on the Killer Instinct 1. And I think every time I won a match, I had to take a shot, a fireball. And I had like 9 of them laid on the table. And at the end of the video, pretty much I'm drunk as hell in about 10 or 15 minutes off of fireball shots, 9 fireball shots. I'm trying to play Killer Instinct. I can't even see. I'm hitting some combos and stuff, and then I just basically drop to the floor and turn off the camera. It's pretty funny. That was stupid. I can't do that again. That was nuts. Purdue's arcades to their pinball is awesome. Which pinball are you talking about? Arcade1Ups or at games? I don't have any of their pinball machines. I've played some of them at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Arcade1Up had theirs there. And I saw at game ones at Sam's on display once. iArcade and at Legends don't appeal to me at all. Yeah, they really don't appeal to me either. The iArcade, it just, the game list that they have, it's just, not really into that. So it'd probably be a waste of money for me. Can't wait for KI Cabinet. I'll probably never play Battletoads. I'm in it for KI1 and KI2. Yep, that's the whole point of that. I always thought candy cabs were ugly, though. I really like candy cabs. I really actually want a candy cab. I really want one. But I bet those are heavy fools, too. And they're big as hell. But you can add 500 or more games into it. Yeah, I'd have to look at the game list, Bozo, to see if it really appealed to me. I just don't like the look of the cabinet, though, is my biggest deal. You know what I mean? Ultimate combo. You love the stool. I'm stooled out, says Bozo. The funny thing is, every time you buy one of these new Arcade1Ups, you get a new stool. So after a while, somebody's going to have 20 damn stools in their house. That's pretty funny. Bill M. Sending love during the hard times over holidays. Stay strong and thank you for the content. You are amazing. I appreciate that. Stock 1UP. I'm not a big fan of 1UP arcades. You're not a big fan of 1UP arcades, but your YouTube name is Stock 1UP. That's funny. When I heard about that, I can't really handle that kind of stuff. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Gamer Guts. Zohar's channel is entertaining to say the least. There's a weird dark comedy twist to it that I can't look away from. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Zohar's a funny dude. Yeah, Bozo, that video was very funny. Anyway, so putting a real PCB in the Arcade1Up a good idea than controls and sound. Yeah, but see, you really don't need a real PCB in the Arcade1Up Killer Instinct if you just change out the controls. You know what I mean? Unless if you want the Nintendo, the Ultra 64 intro. But I mean, other than that, I don't know why you would do that. You know what I mean? Stock 1 up, yep. Thanks. Yeah, play KO one day long and not touch the others. Yep. And Orchid is about the only character I play with. Yeah, she's one of my favorite. My favorite is Orchid, Jago, and Glacius. Those are my three favorite. I miss Rec Room Masters. You sold me on their junior cab. LOL, I love it. I had it done in Streets of Rage Legacy. Got a video up on it. Looks incredible. I can't customize the art marquee. I'm not into it. Yeah, that's really a sad thing that Rec Room Masters went out of business. That sucked. I think one of the reasons I heard was, for one, they couldn't get materials to build the arcade machines fast enough. They couldn't get the materials. And then I think their staff, it was cheaper to be jobless, or they could make more money being jobless. So a lot of the employees quit from Rec Room Masters and the company just went under. But damn, they made some of the best cabinets though out there. All their cabinets came with hap controls and buttons, And for the people that don't know who Rec Room Masters was, is they made basically pretty much almost full-size arcade machines. Some of them were probably full-size. And it came in like 3 or 4 boxes in the mail, and you put it up kind of like a Arcade1Up. But it was just the cabinet and the hap control panel already put together, but you had to buy your own screen, and you had to buy your own, PC or Raspberry Pi to do it all or whatever. I got the Rec Room Masters Gameplay Junior over there. It's amazing. It's an amazing machine. Very amazing. Got like 24,000 video games on it. I think 7,000 or 8,000 arcade games on it. And it has every Street Fighter. Problem is, it doesn't have Wi-Fi like Arcade1Up does. So that's where Arcade1Up has everyone beat. They got Wi-Fi, and you can play other people. If you want to play Kongs or Rust, you can play them. You want to play Zohar, you can play them. You want to play whoever, you can play them. And that's what's really cool about the Wi-Fi feature. That's what really sells the Arcade1Ups now for the crazy price and everything. People complain about or whatever. It's that Wi-Fi, man. That Wi-Fi is crazy, man. Crazy. I installed your Amazon speaker mod to Tron, and it is amazing. Oh, okay. So the speakers that I have in my KI Arcade1Up, you bought the same speaker system and put it in your Tron? Yeah. I mean, come on, Amazon, $16. $16 for those speakers. That's nothing. $16 is nothing to blow that sound out of the water, And plus, like I said, there's probably better ones than that, if you want more power. But they work great. They really do. They work wonderful. So, That's why I won't really buy an At Legends or anything like that. I can't commission them to do custom artwork. Do you think they should make a Neo Geo arcade? I don't think that would happen just because what's it called? Unico has those. They came out with the what is it? MSVX, I believe. Neo Geo arcade cabinet, which I've heard a lot of good things about that. But, some people say, you need to change out the controls on that. But 50 SNK games, though, on that, it's beautiful, It's beautiful. I've been thinking about getting on one. I was either going to get that or the Big Blue, And the only reason I picked the Big Blue over the MVSX from Unico is the Big Blue has the damn Wi-Fi. You see what I'm saying? It made the decision for me. Now, a lot of people said the MVSX or whatever, it already comes put together and everything. And they said, the cabinets, may be a little bit better quality than Arcade1Up, but they don't have the Wi-Fi, though. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to hold off on that. I might get it later, just to try it out. I love Neo Geo shit. They had problems with shipping materials, sadly. Yeah. Full gore for me all day. Spinal is the only character that, to the day I die, I'll never be able to good at. Yeah, Spinal is one of the hardest characters to play on that damn Killer Instinct. That's why I've only played with him a few times and said, screw that guy. Won't do that. Yeah, I have almost 7,000 games on my junior cab running Raspberry Pi 4. Wi-Fi on 1UP is definitely cool. I'm more into beat 'em ups and shoot 'em ups though. But if I was into fighting games, I would go nuts. Yeah, Wi-Fi is killer. My Rec Room Masters Gameplay Junior cab, it's running on Raspberry Pi 3. B+, I think. But I need to upgrade it to the Pi 4. I haven't did it yet, though. So I need to get with probably Keo Daikin and use one of his images or something, since he's really good at all that crap. Need it for my Big Blue and Outrun cabs. I was hell with combo Super NES, though. Yeah, I could pull combos on the Super Nintendo really well, too. That's another thing, like, and most of y'all, some of y'all may agree, but you can play a fighting game on an arcade, and then you can play it on a console on the controller, and honestly, a lot of times it's so much easier playing on a damn controller, because you're just moving your fingers. You're not moving in your hands or, doing all this crap like on an arcade machine. You're on a freaking... So I remember back in the day when I was playing Killer Instinct on the Super NES, and then Killer Instinct Gold on the N64. Man, I was pulling those combos like no tomorrow, I don't know. That's just me, though. When it goes to the arcade, it's a little tougher. I think the Tron cab is gorgeous, but I can't justify the cash since I wouldn't play it much. It would be just eye candy. I think a lot of people, honestly, are buying the Tron for eye candy because it glows and it's pretty and everything. But like the game itself, I'm not really into the Tron game. You know what I mean? I've seen gameplay of it. I mean, I've never even played a Tron video game but I never played it. I just wasn't into it. But
But when I see people's gameplay and stuff, I'm like, it's just not my kind of game. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people are just buying it for eye candy. It's a pretty cabinet, though. It's real pretty. I like it. Bill M says, I can't stop playing Tron. Well, there you go. There's people that like Tron, and there's people that don't. You like it, I don't. Well, I mean, I don't know if I like it. I just don't like the gameplay of it, you know. Did I miss anything on how to fix the speakers? I talked about it earlier, but I'll go over it again. Just buy external USB speakers, and then, you know, you don't plug up the Arcade1Up speakers. You plug the wire into the monitor on the external. And to power the external speakers, you know, it's a USB connection. So you just, you know, if you want to, just plug it into a brick and then just put it on an outlet or whatever. And it works just wonderful. And you can still adjust the volume on the Arcade1Up Killer Instinct panel, even with external speakers plugged in. I didn't think you could at first, but I messed with it today and you could. So, yeah. Sorry, those speakers from... Okay. Let me put the link, okay, up to the speakers. Hold on a second. Let me see here. Let's see. Amazon. I've had a lot of people asking me about the speakers. That's why I have it in my list or whatever. Wish list, and then I'll give y'all the link to the speakers I'm using. Let's see, where is it? Copy. I'll put it in the chat, okay? All right, there's the link in the chat, and I can show you on here. Hold on a second. Whoops. Let me say goodbye for a second, okay? So here's the speakers that I use in the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up. See, it's USB powered stereo multimeter subwoofer speaker system with 3.5 millimeter input. So the 3.5 millimeter input wire, you just plug it in the back of the monitor of the Arcade1Up, any Arcade1Up basically, and then it's powered by USB, and you can just, you know, use a USB brick and plug it in there and plug it into the wall or whatever. You know what I mean? Because John D told me to do not plug the USB wire into the USB port on the back of the monitor, because he didn't know if it would blow anything or not. He didn't know, but he said just to be safe, you know, use external power to power the speakers to this thing. So that's what I did, and I didn't have no problems with it. So yeah. So, but the link is in the chat right now. Amazon, they're currently $16.98 for these speakers. 11 watts. 2 speakers, and it has a subwoofer. Well, I guess it's total 11 watts. 3 watt speakers and a 5 watt subwoofer. But like I said, there's probably more on there that are better than these, you know. But, you know, these are cheap. So, you know, try these out. If you don't like it, then shit, buy $50 ones, you know, and really blow your ass out of the water. Who's your best character on Killer Instinct? Orchid, Jago, Glacius, and Fulgore. Those are my 4 best ones. I'll smoke anybody on Super NES, but I suck at the arcade. That one up arcade looked really tempting. That's from Julio. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, you know? You could be Mr. Badass, right? On Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64, right? You play the arcade, you might suck. Or you might be awesome at the arcade and you go to the Super Nintendo and you may suck, you know? It's just a difference. That's just like really good on the Killer Instinct original arcade, okay? But when I come to the Arcade1Up one, I suck because it's a readjustment, okay? You know, my hands are not used to the loose joystick, you know, and just different things. But if you don't play the original arcade machine like I do, you may not have no problem with this one. If y'all are all playing like Street Fighter on Arcade1Up, all these other damn fighting games on Arcade1Up, you buy a Killer Instinct, you might not have no problems with this, okay? But I play arcade games on all original shit, you know? So it's a little different. You know, now, a Street Fighter game, though, you can give me the crappiest controls on planet Earth, okay, on Arcade1Up, on Street Fighter. I'm not going to have any problems with that. But that's a different game, though. You know, you're throwing fireballs, you're doing uppercuts, and you're doing roundhouses, all this. Killer Instinct, though, you know, you're going to get your ass kicked, okay, if you don't do combos. Can't be throwing fireballs and doing, you know, sweeps and stuff on there and think you're gonna beat somebody on Killer Instinct when they're pulling, you know, 30 hit killers, you know, combos out the, you know what I mean? It's a different game completely than Street Fighter. The headphone jack on my Big Blue is mono, I think, but the PCB is stereo. Same case with KI. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I bought the Xbox version, but haven't got that good at that one either. Yeah. You're welcome, Bozo. They did not work right with the V pinball. I don't know what you're talking about on that. If I get the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up cab, I'll just change the springs and the joysticks will make a better difference. Yeah, that's what I said earlier too. You know, you can get the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up. Hell, you might just need to change the springs in there and it might work for you, you know? And you may not have to change out everything else. I would say, you know, if you're really on the fence of spending money, but you want a KI, then buy the KI, okay? Change the springs and see how it works for you. Okay, if that doesn't work for you, then change them to Sandwall or Hap or whatever, you know? But yeah, I mean, the springs don't cost you jack crap, so change out the springs first and then, you know, then do it. Me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight to Hap because that's what I'm used to. But I will say, though, the Sandwall controls felt really nice when I had the Marvel Super Heroes Arcade1Up. The limited edition that came with the Sandwall controls, those felt pretty damn good on that one. I will tell you that. They felt pretty good on that. So they might work, you know. Is there any way possible to use the speaker setup you have for your KI1Up while Simulus using the stock A1Up speakers? I don't think so. Because then you'd probably, I mean, you could if you did like a splitter or something, but I mean, I don't know, you know. If you get external speakers, you don't need the Arcade1Up speakers anymore. Basically, you just use the Arcade1Up speakers, or you use the external, you know what I mean? just pick one or another. That's what I would do. Big difference, though. Big difference. Stokes, they were kind of difficult for me on the arcade, so it may be a while before I meet y'all online. I put Bose 2 series into my rec room junior cab. I got lucky and found them for like $50 on eBay in new condition. Oh, that's pretty good. I love my MVS X Bro, another banger. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that. I heard rumors that they're gonna upgrade their LCD screen to, I don't know how real that is, but yeah. Orca was my main in KI. Super Nintendo 2. Yeah. I like Orchid because I love her. You know, I love Orchid. That's why you see her on the stream right now. I love her. On my order for my Outrun and Big Blue, thanks so much. Welcome. I used to get blisters on my thumb using the D-pad playing KI. You ain't kidding. Oh, yeah. You know, I've played the new KI 2 that came out on the Xbox in 2013 when Microsoft took over the Killer Instinct series. That game is bad, man. And the combos and that damn game, good gosh, man. I think I've pulled off some 90s on that. I've seen some people pull off some crazy crap on the Killer Instinct remake for the Xbox, though. They got some crazy ass combos on that damn thing. Do you have any good light gun recommendations for games like Time Crisis out there that are PS3 compatible? Not really. It just depends if you're. I would try to get the original ones, light guns for the PlayStation 3. They do have them on eBay. They're a little pricey, but I always try to get original stuff. Have you played anyone online yet? I'm buying this to play others. The coolest feature in my opinion. No, like I said earlier in the stream, you probably just made it here. I haven't played Killer Instinct online yet because I'm having problems connecting it to the server. It times out. I'm going to ask John D. He might have to, I might have to, since it's in beta testing right now, I might have to give him my serial number or something. So maybe they can activate it. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't got the cabinet connected yet because it times out and it won't connect to my Wi-Fi. So I have to ask them what may be the problem with that right now. My KI story kind of lame where I come from. I've been eyeing the Eclipse Pro Media 2 certified speakers for my KI cab and blow out my eardrums. I gotta hear those combo calls. Yeah. I love the content on your channel. I've seen the Simpsons Arcade1Up cab at Walmart, but didn't get it. I heard the problems with the cab. Yeah, the Simpsons, who reviewed that? Famous YouTuber did the Simpsons cabinet. Can't think of his name because I don't watch this shit. And the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles games make their way to PS3. Those use a light gun, I think. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. There's so many damn games out. I can't remember everything in the past. Gave you a Wi-Fi dud. Damn you, bozo. Do your Amazon speakers blast sound through the pre-existing speaker holes? If not, is that possible to do? And would it improve the sound even more? I don't know if it would. I mean, they probably would. I mean, you could probably rig up something. I haven't really looked into it. I guess I need. Yeah. Thank you. RGT85. Yeah, did the review of the Simpsons. I guess he wasn't happy with it. But like, what are the way I have the speakers in the KI, I have the externals pointing towards the the LCD screen from the back on each side, and then I have the subwoofer on one of the sides. And I mean, it runs really good. I'll show you the sound, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me use the restroom, and I'll play a video of what I played earlier for the people that haven't seen it. Some gameplay, and then I'll show you the sound, okay? So bear with me. Let me play this video while I go use the restroom, and I'll power up the KI, and I'll show you the sound, okay, on this. So let me disappear from this, and let me play this while I use the restroom.
Ultimate combo.
Be right back.
We are controlling transit.
Ready. Supreme victory. Also victory.
Well, that's really nice, ain't it? Okay, so we'll check out the speakers. Hopefully this mic will pick it up really nice, but I'll power on the KI and you can hear the speakers blasting or whatever, okay? So give me a second. See if I can move this damn thing over a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Powering up the KI. Wish I could set this damn thing. Let me see if I can set this. Well, you can kind of see it, but whatever. I'm going to show you the sound on this thing.
Y'all hear that? It's very, very loud with the external speakers, $16. Now, of course, my camera is making the Arcade1Up look like crap, but it's not. The marquee really looks washed out from this camera, but it's not. So yeah, so that is the external speakers. Now, it would not sound that good with the Arcade1Up speakers all the way jacked up. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, you know, I mean, it would be nice to, you know, if you have a lot of Arcade1Ups, to upgrade all your damn speakers to the external, you know, $16, who cares, you know? $16, who cares? No one. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, when they say, oh my God, we're, you know, paying, you know, $700, you know, and the speakers should be better than that. Well, maybe they should be, right? But they're not. So you're either going to stick with the Arcade1Up speakers or just upgrade, you know, $16, you know? So it sounds really good though. It's really loud, and that's not even the loudest these speakers go. I think I have the external speakers knob maybe halfway, and then I turned up the Arcade1Up panel volume all the way up. So it can get louder than that. It'll be loud, believe me, okay? Where do you put the external speakers? I just have them inside the cabinet, industrial taped on the side. So, yeah. I mean, I can show you. Damn it. Hold on a minute, okay? Hold on. let me show you how I got it. Hold on. Let me adjust this damn camera again. Let's see. Let it sit there. I'm not set up to move the camera around, but let me show you.
Okay, so if you can see, I'll try to point as best I can because this damn camera wire don't go far enough. Okay, so we're looking at the back. If you see right there is one of the speakers. Right there is another speaker. And then right there is the subwoofer, okay? So, and then right here where the subwoofer is, there's a knob, so you know you can turn it and make it louder. But that's how I got my speakers. Both the speakers are pointing towards the player. The subwoofer speaker is pointing towards the player also. So, yeah. So that's how I have it set up on that, and they work really well. You know, double-sided industrial Velcro tape will do the job, and they won't ever come off, I promise. So that's how I have it set up. So they work good. They don't sound bad or anything. You can't power up the arcade and the speakers together, or do they need to be powered up separately? No. As soon as I power up the Arcade1Up, the external speakers are powered also. Yeah, they're already powered up. I mounted mine on top of the Tron with double-sided Velcro sticky tape. Yeah, when I got these speakers, I mounted them on top of the cab too, at first, and then, you know, they sound really great, but I'm more of an authentic person, so I didn't want to see the speakers on top of the cab. When you walk up to it, it's like, what's this crap? Yeah, it looks a little goofy. So yeah, then I put them inside. So I mean, you can put the external speakers on the damn side of the cab and look like a nut if you want to, but no, I wanted to hide the speakers, you know what I mean? Because I wanted it to look like a, you know, an arcade machine, not have these damn speaker ears on top of the cab because it'd make it look too damn goofy. But that's just me. You know, if you don't care about the looks, then mount those suckers right on top, and who cares, right? Now, see, Bill M., these external speakers, you can set it on a nice volume, and I can control the volume up and down from the control panel on the 1-Up. I don't have to take this off to control the volume on this if I want to go up and down. Just set it. I mean, you could set the external speakers all the way up, you know, full blast, right? Seal the back on, and then adjust the volume from the front on the slider thing. So you tape them or screw them on industrial Velcro tape. You know, the industrial Velcro that go together, and the sides have the tape that, you know, can hold 15, 20 pounds. That's what I did. I mean, you screw them in, but you don't want that screw to come out of the cab. That's the only problem if you make a boo-boo. Well, yeah, I'm 6'1", Bill M., so I could see the speakers when I walked up to it. Oh, another thing I would like to say is a lot of people ask me this question. Let me confirm it. Whoops. That wasn't good. Well, that's some shenanigans right there. So I had somebody ask me on this cabinet, if you're standing, can you see the full screen and the marquee doesn't block the screen, you know, if you're standing on it. Okay, I'm 6'1", so no, there's about that much difference. Here's the screen and here's the marquee. So when I'm standing and looking at the screen, I can see the full screen. The marquee's not blocking or anything. Now, if you're, you know, 6'5" or something like that,
then you're going to push it. You're pushing it then. Then the marquee might, overlap that screen a little bit as taller as you get. But I'm 6'1", and I have no problem with that. You're breaking down your baby boy Ki and Big Daddy K looking at you serious. That's funny. I'm just playing Killer Instinct on Super NES. I play that game every day after school. Good times. That's awesome. Oh, Bobby Vu, he smacked you on Big Blue, huh? Yeah, I told him I ended up ordering the Big Blue today, and he said he can't wait to play me. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm pretty good at Street Fighter. But when I get it though, I'll practice before I start up some damn tournament. That's for sure. I'll go on the Rev, put your quarters on the glass tournament crap he does. I'll do that, but I'm gonna practice for a few weeks on Street Fighter, the Big Blue, before I enter that crap. Why is 1-Up so expensive? The burning question. Let's see. Arcade1Up came out 3 years ago, I think. I think it's 3 years. And their first gen was $2.99, right? $2.99. And that's it. If you wanted a riser, it was $50. So that's $3.50. Now we're at, some of them, Big Blue right now is on sale for $4.99, $500, $600, and I think some are $700. I don't know. They weren't. My thoughts on why Arcade1Up is expensive now compared to the beginning. It could be a lot of things, They're established company now. Before they were just breaking in with a price, Some of their cabinets have gotten, bigger, a little bigger. They've added Christmas lights to it. Some of the cabinets they have, some of them do have better controls. Super Marvel Heroes did. Some people say it might be licensing. I mean, who knows, I tend to think that, getting a licensing from one company and then a licensing from another company could be different. You know what I mean? They could have different price levels. Like, say, if you want to get a licensing from Sega, let's just say it was $50, right? You get a licensing from Microsoft, it could be $100 in licensing. I'm sure it's a lot more than that, but you know what I'm saying. Different companies are different, The most expensive licensing you'd probably get if they ever had a chance to get it would probably be Nintendo. They'd probably charge it out the ass. But I stand to this day, I don't think Nintendo will ever happen. Ever. The reason why I don't think Arcade1Up will never, ever, ever come out with a Nintendo license Arcade1Up is the number one reason I believe that they will never, ever have a Nintendo Arcade1Up cabinet. It's because of Nintendo. Nintendo does not like modders at all. And a lot of you mother freakers mod your shit. Okay? You'll buy a Arcade1Up, cabinet or whatever, right? And you'll mod it. You'll put more games on it. Or whatever you're doing, right? Nintendo would lose their shit if they came out with a Donkey Kong Arcade1Up cabinet, right? And there was videos of people modding it. Donkey Kong's on the side, but I'm going to mod this and I'm going to put other things on it. They don't like modders. So I think that's one of the big things. A lot of people mod their Arcade1Ups. Nintendo ain't into people modding shit. So, that's one of the reasons why I don't think they would do that. Plus, they love their games, and they don't want anybody else to have them. So, you know. But, you know, yeah, the cost, you know, everything costs more now. Food costs more, shipping things cost more. You know, people say, well, materials don't. Well, I don't know. You know, it'd be a 4-hour fight on this channel. People giving opinions why Arcade1Up's more expensive, you know. Who knows? You know, it's a lot of different reasons. It could be a lot of different reasons. I don't know. COVID and screen and shipping costs. That could be it. Or maybe the people that they get the LCD screens from, right? They got them cheap before, right? On the first gen. Maybe that company is, oh yeah, you're selling these. You're selling a million units of these. We're gonna raise our prices now. Instead of that screen being $25, now it's $50. You know what I'm saying? Or like the control company that supports the controls for Arcade1Up, you know? Maybe before the controls were $5, you know? This is a company that's just starting, you know what I mean? Arcade1Up gets big. Now we're going to sell you the controls for $15. You know what I mean? That could be a big deal, you know? The MDF, you know, particle board they use on here, you know? Before it was $20, right? For each cab, right? Now the company said, no, now it's $60. You know? I don't know. The way I look at it is this. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy the damn thing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have bought this Killer Instinct because I have the original. But, you know, John D came up to me because all the fighting we did in the past, you know, and I made him a bet that, you know, Killer Instinct wouldn't come out. He proved me wrong, so he gave me a cabinet, and he wanted me to review the damn thing. He knew I would be brutally honest with my review. You know, I ain't calling people out or anything. But, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, will say, oh, man, this is a great Arcade1Up machine. These are great. This is great. You know, you need to buy it today, right? But then when you buy it, you're like, well, this ain't as great as I thought it was, like the reviewer guys say. You know what I mean? But he knew I was gonna be honest, and he knew I was gonna find some things with it too, and I did. You know, the controls, the marquee, you know, and all that. But I mean, you know, I'm not telling you to buy the KI or K1Up. I'm not here to sell you this cabinet. I'm not getting no money from this shit. You know? So I could care less if you buy this cabinet or not. Could care less. And I said that in the review. I could care less if you buy this. Okay? But watch my review and the points. I go over it and this and that. You know, compare this to the original and is the emulation good and this and that. And you make your decision off all the info that I got you. You know, the speakers are crap, the controls are crap, or whatever, you know what I mean? Then you make the decision and you buy it. Is it worth it for you? Don't ask me if I think it's worth it. Is it worth it to you? You know what I mean? That's what my review was about. And, you know, he knew I was going to be, you know, honest as hell and, you know, because I always am with the channel and stuff. But you may have a reviewer that gets this and say, oh my gosh, you know, these controllers are beautiful and the sound is great and everything, and you know what I mean? So just take it for what it is. But anyways, I lost the comments in here somewhere, but somebody asked me, why did Arcade1Up not use the original Killer Instinct artwork and control panel? But some guy on the channel made a good point here. On the, let's see if I got that damn picture, and I'll show you. Let me see here. Where is that thing at? Hopefully I didn't delete this shit. Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick, okay? See if I can pull this up. There she is. Okay. So why doesn't it look like the original? Okay, one of the things it could be is because they had to redo it because Nintendo's on there midway. Okay, that could be one reason, right? Plus, the artwork has to be a little different because the control panel is smaller. Okay, that's another reason. Now, one guy made a good point. Why? Let me get my stupid arrow right here. Okay, you can see my little cursor. Okay. Somebody said, why are there white lines around here? Why? Why is that on there? Why? And they made a damn good point. The LEDs. Okay? When you turn this Christmas lights on, guess what? It lights it up. It lights up the white. And, you know, everything else, but it lights up the white. That is why. And it makes perfectly damn sense. Makes perfectly good sense. So the outline on this is all white around this crap. So when you turn on the LED lights, this shit glows. All the white glows and it looks cool. That's why they did it. You know, and yeah. That's why they did it. Oops. So that makes a lot of sense if you think about it. But, you know, like I said, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, the controls are, you know, it's off a little bit, but there could be reasons behind that. But we do know that the white outlines around all the buttons and crap is for when the LED lights come on, it helps it glow real nice. So, one of my subscribers told me that, and I was like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, anyways, the original could have been, you know, because of all this. I don't know. And then, like, let me see. Where is that other picture? And then this right here. And then the difference on this, you know. Why is this different than the original? I don't know. They probably put white around here to match the control panel, you know, that has the white on that. I don't know. But John D said they had to rework the artwork for whatever reasons. We may never know, but that's why they did it. So, yeah, I don't know. But it, you know, it. But, you know, if you want everything just like the original, then just find the damn original arcade, you know what I mean? I mean, it's that simple. Just buy the original damn arcade, you know, if you can find one. But all in all, you know, like I said, emulation's wonderful. It runs fast, it runs smooth, it runs really great. But other than that, yeah. Any other questions before we leave this liveness? Honesty, yeah, thank you. Honesty is best, Polly. You will not get this anywhere else. Why can't they make a full-size one-on-one cab? I'll pay $7.49 for that. The right games. One of the reasons I was told. Oh, and thank you for the $1.99 stock went up. Sorry about that. I missed that. Thank you. One of the reasons I was told a while back why Arcade1Up does not make full-size cabinets, one of them would be shipping. There's certain, you know, weight limits on certain things for a shipping price, so it'd probably be pretty expensive to ship it if it was a full-size cabinet. You know what I mean? That could be one reason. And also Arcade1Up is based, okay, on 3/4 scale arcade. They are meant to pick it up, carry it downstairs, put it in your bedroom, okay, or take it outside and put it in your clubhouse, okay. When your mommy kicks you out of the house, then you can take your Arcade1Up and go to your clubhouse and play it in there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? 3/4 scale. That's what they're made. Now, of course, yes, the Big Blue is a little bit bigger, okay, and the KI is a little bit bigger than the other ones. But do I see Arcade1Up going to a full-size arcade cabinet? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't see any of that. Don't see any of that. I don't even give a damn if there's a Arcade1Up Secretly Pro series that people are talking about. No. I don't see a full size ever. It's just not. Because they carry these in stores. Okay? You can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, or whatever, and Arcade1Up's right there, right? It's 3/4. If you have a full size Arcade1Up, you know, in a box and all this BS, too much shelf space, too much. Okay, weighs too damn much. Hell, the damn Killer Instinct with the stool and all that BS. That thing was, the box was like 97 pounds, I believe. Okay, you go to a full size. How much the hell is that gonna weigh, huh? 130 pounds or something. Then they're getting away from their niche. So I don't see that happening. I really don't. It's not wrong to have high expectations when they're charging $700 and $800. Everybody will always gripe about the price, though. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. We all got, you know, free will to buy one, you know. I just spent $500 on the Street Fighter Big Blue just because I didn't want to buy an original Big Blue because it's so damn big. And I was going to buy one before the people I know that run Cidercade or whatever, they have a Big Blue. I think they were going to sell it to me for $1,900, which the money's not the issue, right? And the Big Blue, you know, it only comes with one game, you know, the original or whatever. But it's so damn big, and I already own 7 original Midway arcade games, 7, okay, and they're big as hell. And the Big Blue original one is big as hell. I mean, it's huge. I just didn't want to screw with it. You know what I mean? And it don't have Wi-Fi, so I was like, oh, shit. You know. So, yeah. It's just whatever you're into. Would I pay $700, is it, for the Tron cabinet? Hell no, I would not. No, because I don't like the game. I've never played the game, and I don't even want to. It's nice, you know, eye candy, but other than that, hit it with the sledgehammer like I did the Pac-Man. And everybody gives me shit for smashing the Pac-Man Arcade1Up to pieces a couple of years ago. I was making room for my arcade, right? And I don't like Pac-Man. Okay, I got Pac-Man. I think it was the first gen one. I got it cheap on Black Friday for like $150, you know? And, you know, I didn't like it, so. What's the difference between 1.4 and 1.5 version on KI? 1.4 has the Cinder Infinity combo, and they took it out on 1.5. And will the price lower on the Killer Instinct? I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. A lot of these cabs lower over time, you know. It just depends when you want it. Like the Big Blue came out a nice while ago. You know, I think it came out at $5.99, I think. and I waited because I was on the fence, and then I bought it today for $100 cheaper than the people that bought it when it came out. So I really like the original full-size one. Just the Ultra 64 intro is amazing. I feel like their logo is what turns me off about the Arcade1Up. Yeah, I hear you. You'll find it $4.99 Black Friday 2022. The KI, yeah, probably. You know, but it's, do you want to wait a year? You know what I mean? It's all up to what do you want to wait on. Exactly what they are. They are a toy, not an actual arcade. Yeah, a lot of people's got, you know, different opinions on what's an arcade and what's not, and you know, and not to cause any fights, but when I think of an arcade machine, I think of a damn 450-pound damn machine, you know, with boards and a damn CRT monitor, you know what I mean? You know, when I think of Arcade1Up, yeah, I think, yeah, it's an arcade, but it's not damn computer chips everywhere, and it doesn't have a CRT monitor, you know, that if you touch the wrong thing, it'll blow your ass 400 feet away through a wall, you know. But that's just what I grew up with, though, is original arcade machines. And when the arcades were thriving back in the 80s and 90s and stuff, that's what I think of an arcade machine. And you know, these are just smaller ones. But I get some people, you know, say they're all, you know, arcades, and some don't, you know. Now, like if you're a big time on original arcades and stuff, you know, and you go in those groups, you know, yeah, they'll talk shit about Arcade1Up and all that and stuff. But, you know, it's just whoever you talk to, you know. I've done my shit talking before on the NBA Jam. But here's the deal, though. I had the Mortal Kombat Arcade1Up. Okay? The only reason I had the Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat was because I didn't have the original. Okay, so I played on that. It took me 2 years, and then I found the original Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 arcade machine dedicated. But what's cool about that one, like if you've been on my channel before, in my original Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 arcade, it has all 3 boards in it, all 3 original boards on a switcher in there. It has Mortal Kombat 1, it has Mortal Kombat 2, and it has Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 boards inside that one. So then that's when I got that, then I got rid of my Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat. So for like $200 or something. But these are great if you don't want to deal with the big ass original machines, or if you can't find them, or if you don't have the money for the big ass ones. But they're also good if you do want an original one sometime. You can get an Arcade1Up version and play that until you find an original one, and then, you know, then get rid of the Arcade1Up when you have the original. So, you know, would I buy a Arcade1Up NFL Blitz machine? No, I would not, because I own the original NFL Blitz arcade machine. Would I buy the Arcade1Up NBA Jam machine? No, I would not, because I own the original NBA Jam arcade machine. See what I'm saying? Would I buy the KI Arcade1Up machine? No, I would not, because I own the originals. But if I did not own the original, most likely, I don't own the original Big Blue Street Fighter. I can get my hands on one, but I don't want to deal with the weight, because I've dealt with the weight on these other ones. So I bought a Arcade1Up Big Blue, but it got Wi-Fi on it too, so that's fun. You know, Arcade1Up's got more games. The Big Blue has 12 games on the Big Blue Arcade1Up. The original Big Blue arcade machine has one game. You know what I mean? The Arcade1Up Killer Instinct has KI1, KI2, Battletoads, and 2 other Battletoads. 4 or 5 games on that thing, right? And you can just hold down the button and switch to them, right? I have the original KI1, KI2, and they're 2 separate machines, totaling a weight of probably 750 pounds, okay? And $3,600 later, because the original KI I bought for $2,000. The original KI2 I bought for $1,600. Okay, that's $3,600. Okay, Arcade1Up one, $700. Even though I didn't pay for that one, but you get what I'm saying. So, it's a big damn difference. You know what I mean? Did the Coles deal? Got a bunch of gifts. Nice. He still has the Infinity and 1.5. Oh, does he? I did not know that. Somebody else said they took it out on that one. I don't know. I used to know the difference between different versions of games back in the day. But look, dude, it's been 20 years, so I don't know anymore. I've forgotten about all that shit. The FCC files for Killer Instinct listed 2 models. One should be cheaper without the stool and the deck protector. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? They'll probably come out with the cheaper Killer Instinct later, Maybe they're just testing how this one sells first, and then they'll make the decision. Who knows? I'm curious what they're gonna announce at CES. I'm curious to see what that is. Is there going to be a Arcade1Up Pro line? Maybe. Who knows? I haven't heard anything about it. I've just been hearing YouTubers make all those goofy videos talking about it. But I don't know. I don't really go really well with like rumors and stuff, I don't know. But I did know that Killer Instinct Arcade1Up was coming out before it was announced, though. I'll tell you that secret. I did know that. It blew me away. John D told me. He's like, yep, we're bringing it out. It's like, I'll be damned. Do you have the submarine in GTA 5 and completed the Ice and the Drug Lord? Yes, I did, Bill M. Yes, I did. Well, I guess people are starting to not ask any questions, so we're going to wrap this up. Any last questions or thoughts that any of y'all have on this? Are you buying the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up? Are you not? What the hell is this? Oh, shit. We're going to do a little poll. I didn't know this thing was on this stupid thing. That's pretty neat. We're going to do a poll. I don't know if it worked or not, but maybe it did. I don't know. Yeah, there's a poll. I posted a poll up. Are you buying Killer Instinct Arcade1Up? Hit yes or no, you know what I mean? I'm curious. I remember when we first got the KI original arcade at our skating rink. We had long-ass lines behind it. Yeah, like I said before, I bought my first Killer Instinct one from Tornado Terry in Keller. He had 2 of them. The story was back in '94, and that was the original one he had. It was so popular in the arcade that he had to buy a second one to keep up, because he said Killer Instinct was making tons of money for his ass in his arcades. He was making tons of money. So he had 2 of them. And then, we're back in 2018 or 2019. He posted one of them because he didn't need to anymore. So I bought it from him. And it's still running on the original hard drive on that. I haven't had to go to the SD card, mod into the chip yet or anything. It's still running on the freaking hard drive back from 94. I mean, wow, Even hard drives these days only last that damn long. It's nuts. Down the road, if Arcade1Up going to up their prices, they need to add aftermarket joysticks and buttons and better marquees and speakers. I agree, but we don't know if it's going to happen. I will say, though, that sometimes, and listen to me when I say this, sometimes I think Arcade1Up are making money from short term compared to long term. I think they're trying to make the money fast, you know what I mean? Instead of long term. I don't know. But should we have better buttons than these? Should we have sand wall buttons and joysticks on every damn fighting game from Arcade1Up? Probably. Yeah, probably. We can begin there, right? Are they going to do it? Probably not. I mean, who knows? If they do a limited edition, maybe they'll throw it in there, like the Super Mario Heroes or whatever the hell. Not Super Mario, but Marvel Superhero shit. But we don't know. We've kept asking for better controls. They haven't did them yet. Will they do them in the future in 2020? Maybe. Or maybe not. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's up in the air. You know what I mean? Who knows? Arcade snobs need to settle down. They're great for smaller spaces and people like me that don't want to work on them. We should all thank Arcade1Up for bringing back arcades to the mainstream. And that's another thing, you know what I mean, that people really need to think about. A lot of y'all have arcades in your house, okay, because of Arcade1Up. Some of y'all have 15 cabs. Some of y'all have 10. Some of y'all have 2, right? Even the people that I personally know that talk shit all the time about Arcade1Up, they even have some. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can talk all the shit you want, even when I smashed the, Arcade1Up Pac-Man, because I hate Pac-Man. I hate Pac-Man. Don't bring any more Pac-Man out, right? When I smashed that to pieces, I was talking shit, right? I still had 6 other Arcade1Up machines. I was talking shit about Arcade1Up, right? But I had 6 more. You know what I mean? And then John D wants me to review the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up because I knows the game. I own the original, all that shit, right? Even after our beef and stuff, he sent me one of these, right? And then earlier today, I bought a Street Fighter Big Blue Arcade1Up. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what to say. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the review. I was trying to be as detailed as I could because I know when people get the cabs, the Arcade1Up Killer Instinct cabs, a lot of people are going to, review them, but they're not going to review them like I did, because they don't have the original one. So, I wanted to get that out there and compare different things. Is it running like the original and this and that? And how is it, Not everybody's going to be able to do that because they don't have the original ones. So that's why I wanted to do it that way. I try to be as detailed as I could. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. And if you haven't seen the review of the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up, go watch it because I get pretty detailed with it. The new Tron with its larger size definitely looks more arcade legit. Buying that baby, although I'm left-handed and the joystick is on the wrong side for me. Maybe they need to make a left-handed version, huh? That'd be funny. Yeah, Tron it's a beautiful, not really into the game, not my kind of game, but it's very beautiful. If I just wanted, a beautiful lighted up blue Christmas tree, I'd buy the Tron one. But, I don't. So, if you didn't play it in the arcade, you wouldn't understand Tron. Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't play it in the arcade. Tron is ordered from Best Buy, still waiting to ship. My patience suck. Well, we're going to wrap up the stream. Let's see what the poll looks like on this thing. How do you open this piece of junk? Are you buying the Killer Instinct Arcade1Up? 66% say yes, and 34% say no. Nice. That's pretty good. 29 votes. Not bad. So, look. People are leaning more to buy it. See that? Even after I trashed the controls and the speaker system. And the marquee is washed out. But 66% are still buying it. Now, everybody knows that, the Arcade1Up official Facebook, company page, when they post on there, don't ever expect them to post my review of the cabinet, okay? They won't do that. Because they're probably not going to like that, I was pointing out the controls and this and that and stuff, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You got to be real. I want to be real on the review, tell you what the problems, what the non-problems was, because I don't want to, you can't be fake with like a channel like mine. Okay, let me explain. If I was going to tell you, oh man, I got the Killer Instinct, the controls are amazing, they're great, right? The marquee, yeah, it looks washed out on the screen, but it's really not, right? The speakers, magnificent, right? If I would have told you that, okay, y'all are all happy and shit, right? Because I told you the controls are great and all this and that, right? You order it, okay? And you find out on your own that you got a surprise and said, that damn it, Twisted Chris was lying to me. And he made me buy it. See? You'd be pissed off at me, right? It's better I tell you the honest truth that, yes, the controls, it's better to upgrade them, right? Some of it you might, like I said in the review, you may be fine with the stock controls in the Arcade1Up Killer Instinct, okay? I'm not. I need to upgrade them to have, okay? That's your choice. You might be happy with having the speaker system mid, right? You might be happy with it, okay? The wash marquee, you might be happy, okay? But I got to tell you the bad and the good. So when you buy one, you know exactly what you're getting when you open the box. You're going to know the speakers are a little muffled out on high volume, okay? The controls could be a little better, right? But then I also told you the good, okay? Put it on Scanlines, okay? And that Killer Instinct Arcade1Up graphics will look just like the original CRT monitor, original Killer Instinct that I have. Look just like it. Just look just like the graphics. If you put it on Scanlines. Take the Scanlines off. It's not going to look like the original arcade Killer Instinct because it's going to show pixels. And CRTs don't show pixels. So, it's better me to tell you the good and the bad
So you get no surprises, and you make your choice on that. Okay? I'm not trying to get anybody to, you know, freaking buy the shit. You make your choice on what you saw, and that's that. You know, my channel has a motto I came up with a long time ago. Never, okay, remember this. Never fake, always awake. Never fake, always awake. Twisted Gaming. So, anyways, we're going to wrap this up. So, yeah, let me get a few more. I appreciate all y'all on here and enjoying this. You link purchase and speaker mod video. Watch it. Wasn't. No, I didn't link the speaker in the video, but in the comments I did. I'll link it though. I'll change that up and link it. Arcade1Up's the closest I'm gonna get to KI. Gameplay looks good. I can mod the rest over time. That's right, Jake America 15. That's right. Emulation is nice on the Arcade1Up KI. Emulation is nice. It's smooth. It's nice. Okay. If you end up changing out the controls and getting better controls and upgrading the speakers, boom, there you go. You know what I mean? Costs a little bit more money. You're already spending $700. So if you got to spend $100 more to get something else to upgrade a little bit, who gives a shit? Okay? You know? Just don't buy groceries for 1 week, okay? And that pays for the mods to upgrade the KI a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't need to eat. Anyways, I appreciate everyone that watched the live stream. And y'all have a good night. And I'll make more videos of this cab. I got to figure out the online stuff. I'll hit up John D and see why it's not connected to my Wi-Fi. Maybe they have to activate it on their end since it's beta testing right now. So I'll have to see. But anyways, thank you for watching Twisted Gaming TV. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll always comment back. Till next video, see you later. And we'll end the video with the same game footage I showed y'all's asses earlier. But y'all can enjoy it, and it'll be the outro to this thing. Where is that crap? I got so many damn icons on this freaking... Oh my gosh, what a joke. Crazy. Let's see.
Ultimate combo.
Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all later. Oh, happy Friday.
Ready.
Y'all have a good night. Peace.